So, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mo. Again, it's Thursday, October 30th, 2025. Yeah, so obviously I posted a video before about the trade that I took earlier this week on Euro USD and how we absolutely got cooked. But it's all good. It was a good trade for all my trade plan, did everything I was supposed to do. It is what it is. Now, I am looking to take one more trade this week, and there are some good setups presenting themselves. First, let's go on USD CAD. Beautiful pullback to this structure point, which we finally got. Nice long wick rejection yesterday. Now today's candlestick, I'm expecting to push the upside, so I'm looking for an opportunity to buy. Go down to a lower time frame, went down to a 15-minute, found this beautiful order block right here. Price did come back and tap into the order block, but then immediately started pushing to the upside and had this big push right now. Why is my alarm down here, you're probably asking? Because if you go on a 5-minute, price made this, well, not anymore, it already got tapped. Hold on, let me show you. But there's a beautiful 5-minute order block right here. So what was I expecting price to do? Pull back to this order block, give me an entry signal. So as of right now, the trade has already done a lot of the things that I needed to do to buy. All that I'm waiting on now is just a quick retracement, most likely a retracement here. Once I get that retracement here, then I will be looking to add a position to this trade, because this trade, like the time frames have already lined up daily. Pull back here, gave me a nice rejection yesterday. 4-hour shifted structure, beautiful inverted head and shoulders pattern. Like, what more can I say? 1 hour bullish, 30-minute bullish, 15-minute bullish now. So now all I need is a pullback to here, to this block, and then take the trade. That's literally it. NZD/USD, because I'm looking to, well, let me just break this on down. So as you guys saw, I drew this trend line like at the start of the week. Price did eventually break below the trend line yesterday, but then closed above. Now we are actually breaking the trend line. So what am I looking to do? I'm looking to sell. Now, if you look at the daily, we had this beautiful evening star pattern right here. I like the rejection, but I like it better on a weekly, because this is going to have a push today and then probably close back up here tomorrow, because it's going to make a doji on a weekly, which means next week we'll be looking to sell. So this is a setup for next week, but I'm looking to take it, to take the opportunities here this week, but it's mostly a setup for next week because it's going to have a big push next week. You can see it's making a head and shoulders pattern on a 4-hour as well. This is not a good looking head and shoulders, but it's making one right now. It's about to break the neckline. So like a lot of confidence is adding up, and if you're going to a lower time frame, it's breaking past this trend line, which I haven't moved. Like, I'm just leaving it here to do its thing. So now what am I looking for? I'm looking for a pullback to this order block, give me an entry signal, and I would gladly take this trade. But obviously it's having to push the downside, and I don't know how I feel about that. If it does pull back and give me the setup, I'll take it. But if not, it's cool. It is what it is. Can't control it, right? USD CAD did already give me the setup, so I'm just waiting for the retracement. JPUSD, same thing. Price had a big push below the structure point yesterday. So now what I'm expecting is the continuation. But here's the thing. When price breaks a structure point like this, it always has a retest before it continues. So the retest could be today or tomorrow. But overall, like, I'm expecting to see a continuation, because every time it's broken below, like, it's done this shenanigan right here and has retraced all the way back up. So I gotta be careful. Not really a fan of this trade, but if the setup presents itself, might take it. Might get like a 1 to 2, 1 to 3. That'll be it. ADSD, same thing. I'm looking to sell because price pull back to this structure point on a daily. Beautiful long wick rejection with the bearish close. Now we opened up, had a wick up. Now we're pushing the downside. So same thing as NZDSD. I'm just waiting for the pullback to take this trade. So we have 4 good opportunities. One is ready to go. I just need a quick pullback. The others, I'm still waiting for their pullback to happen. If these trades do happen, the main one I would like to take was NZDSD, just because I like the price action a lot better and it's just cleaner. Look at this head and shoulders on a 15-minute. Actually, let's go on a 1 hour. It's better. Look at it. Like, beautiful price action, breaking this trend line, continue to the downside. All this liquidity is ready to be sweat. Like this is a beautiful trade, but I just gotta be patient. Right now, I'm waiting for the pullback on NZDSD, GPSD, and ADSD. As of right now, USD CAD did already give me the pullback, had the push. Now I'm just waiting for a retracement to enter this trade. So I will update you guys when I take a trade, or either later today. All right, YouTube. So this is literally just a little few, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes later. Obviously, price did not have the pullback that I've been waiting for. So I'm not taking this trade. It is having a big push to the upside though. Man, should I have taken this trade on the 5 minutes? Let's see. What if I had done this right? And obviously follow my stop loss rule. 150, cool. Yeah, I'll put it below this structure point. There's a 20 pips, cool. Man, we'll be swimming in profit right now. And if I were to take this trade, I'll be taking it all the way up here. That's about it. That's really it. Just a quick trade like this. But we did not get the interest in us, so no trade. Kind of sucks because the move is happening. Price is pushing outside, but we didn't get the pullback. There's a decent entry signal on 5 minute, not the best. I don't really like this money stop pattern, but it's there. And the price just kept pushing and pushing. Didn't have the retracement, so no trade on this. It is what it is. It happens, right? It's a part of trading. NZD again, didn't get the pullback either, and price is having a sell-off. Good trade overall. I'm okay with that. And then GPSD, same thing. He's pushing. Yeah, let me just delete all these. Anyways, I'm not really like, I'm fine with it because here's the thing. These moves are happening. These trades are setting up for next week. So there's going to be some good opportunity. Next week, I'm going to be looking to buy again. Depending on how this, if this kind of stay closes like up here somewhere, and then Friday just does like a wick like this, then Monday we can expect the pullback, continuation to the upside. So these trades are setting up for next week. So even though I'm not taking them to this week, right? Because I'm not trading tomorrow. If I'm not taking the trade today, I'm not taking the trade Friday. Like there's no need to put capital at unnecessary risk. So these trades are lining up for next week. So, and they're lining up nicely. I like the setups. I like the opportunities that we're gonna have next week. So yeah, just gotta stay patient. Just gotta stay consistent and keep going. That's really it. So yeah, stay focused, stay disciplined, stay consistent. And then I'm gonna attach the weekly trade breakdown on top of this video. So instead of doing 2 videos, I'm just gonna do 1. So yeah. Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mo, and I'm going to do, it's currently Friday, October 31st, 2025. It is the last day of the month of October, and it's Friday, but I'm doing my trade recap today just because, yeah, I'm just gonna do it today. It's just easier, and I'm gonna tell you about what happened throughout this week. So first, we took 1 trade this week. There were 2 trade setups this week, but I only took 1 of them, and I'm gonna explain why I didn't take the second one. First trade was Euro USD. I took this beautiful trade. Price last week, as you saw, had a push to the upside, had a retracement back here and close like this. So coming to this week, I'm like, okay, cool. Every time we come back down to this structure point, we always push the upside. And I was okay with that. I was content with that. Like, this is a good setup. The only thing is the Feds were cutting interest rates on Wednesday. And if they cut interest rates, which we were expecting them to cut, which this is my fault, I could have avoided this loss. Looking back, as I was, if you're watching my pre video, I know I was pretty hard on like my position and the trend and stuff. But like, as I have had time to actually look at this trade and understand, okay, why did I take this trade? Did it make sense? Realistically, I could have avoided this trade. This is my fault. I'll take full accountability for this trade. But I knew that the Feds were going to cut interest rates, which means that the dollar is going to get stronger, which means price is going to push it down. So I knew this was going to happen, but I was just following the technicals, and that's on me. I lost because of it, right? I knew that this was gonna happen, but I still took the trade. Anyways, I'm not mad about it. This is literally a good trade. I'm okay with this trade. I'm content with this trade because I followed my trading plan. I waited for the pullback. I waited for price to shift to the upside with the trend, waited for a pullback to the interest signal, took the trade, stop loss at a good level. Obviously, price was up at one point. Price was up at one point, came all the way back down, almost wicked me out. I stop loss and then pushed back up. Now when this happened, that's when I got the confirmation. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're now pushing to the upside. I still knew that news was coming out, but still held this trade. And then obviously later that night, got stopped out, price pushed again to the upside, and then news dropped, and then obviously absolutely destroyed my stop loss and then push it downside. So overall, like, this is a good trading week. Yes, I could have avoided this trade. but I was just following the technicals and I could do better, right? This is a learning lesson, and coming into next week, I'm gonna be better. Coming into the next month, I'm gonna be better. Like I'm improving each week. Like the mistakes that I'm making, I'm improving and I'm getting better. So yeah, bear with me. So yeah, we took this loss. We lost like 2,000 on this trade, so it is what it is, right? We're still up 2.4% on my funded account. So we're at like 100,000, 100,000, 102,400 something. So like we're still up. If you guys remember the trade that I took last week on here, bro, we were up at one point like 8%, like 108,000 at one point down here. So, and look at this trade. This trade just kept going and going, but that's besides the point. So that was the first trade that I took this week, and there's another trade on USD CAD, but I did not take it. Now I'm gonna break down exactly why I didn't take it. So I had been waiting for USD CAD to pull back to this structure point for about 3 weeks now, and price finally gave me that pullback that I was expecting right here. So, yeah, start new. Price finally gave me the pullback that I was expecting. I was like, okay, cool. I'm good. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Now, the way this pullback happened, I wasn't expecting the move to happen this week because the pullback happened on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, I wasn't expecting price to have much movement. I was expecting like price to make candlesticks like this, because if it did that, then it would just be setting up for the move next week. But obviously, market does whatever it wants to do. So I knew price pullback gave me this nice long wick rejection. If you see on the 4 hour, making a beautiful inverted head and shoulders pattern. Actually, let me just speed this forward. But yeah, it's making a beautiful head and shoulders pattern, well, inverted head and shoulders pattern, right? Clean break of structure. So I know I'm looking to buy. Based on price action, I am looking to buy. So coming to the market at 6 a.m., got on the charts, and I'm looking to buy. So what I do, I find a good order block. That's a good order block on a 15-minute right here. But as you can tell, price pull back to it. Now, when price pull back to it, what am I looking for? My interest signal, which is a morning star pattern. So price had to pull back. Now I'm expecting a doji and then a big bullish push to the upside. Now, I didn't get it on the 15-minute, but if you go on the 5 minutes, we did sort of get it. We had the pullback, morning star pattern, continue to the upside. So realistically, I could have taken the trade right here. And I was thinking about taking the trade right there if you look at the earlier part of this video. But it's smarter. Like, I don't like the risk to reward because I have to risk. What is my, let me just show you. I have to follow my trading plan. And what does my trading plan say? 15 pips. Hold up. Let's see. 15 pips for USD CAD. So let me show you why I did not take the trade right there. I took it right there. This is where price would have done it, right? Let's do this. Cool. 15 minutes. And I would have held to this 4 hour structure point up here. So that's a, let's see it right. That is a one, well, this one right here. That is a 1 to 3. That is a 1 to 3.4, right? 15 pips if I follow my trading plan. I don't really like this stop loss because it is still at this structure point and price could initially just come back, wick us out, and then continue as it comes back and retest the structure point. But if I were to put the trade right here, look at that. My stop loss will be right below the structure point, so it has room to pull back again to retest this area. And then my R changes from 1 to 3.4 to a 1 to 3.7 again. I really thought it was like a 1 to 4. Anyways, whatever. So that was the difference. So what I did was I waited patiently. I was waiting for the retracement at the structure point. Obviously, we never got the retracement and price just flowed beautifully. And not only that, it literally went straight up to my TP. Like, beautiful. So it would have hit this TP in what? 2 hours, 3 hours max. And I was like, okay, cool. So we didn't take a trade yesterday on that. So I didn't trade today because it's Thursday. If I don't take a trade by at least Thursday, I'm not taking a trade Friday because that would be putting capital at unnecessary risk, and that does not make sense to me, right? I'd rather not take a trade today, wait for the market, analyze, take the weekend to analyze the charts and prepare for next week. So overall, really good trading week. We took a loss, but it is what it is. It's a learning lesson and I'm gonna get better from that. But I can tell you next week is setting up some good market opportunities. So first, let's talk about USD CAD. This is not the final update. I'm gonna do another one tomorrow because I actually take time to get on the charts and read what's happening. But this is based off, because I actually cleared the chart and actually refocus, reanalyze. But based on what I can see, USD CAD, I am looking to buy this. So next week, what I could be waiting for is a potential pullback and then a continuation to the upside. That's literally it. NZDUSD, this is probably my favorite trade for next week, as well as Euro USD, but I'm gonna break it down. So weekly, we had the push through here, and now we're pushing to the downside like this. We're making an evening star pattern. Daily, beautiful shift of structure. I like this trade. So next week, all I need is a pullback to this structure point and a drop, or like a small pullback, retest EMA, and a drop. Like literally, this trade is ready for the sell next week. So this is one of my favorite pairs for the week. GBSD, I am looking to sell as well. I would need like a quick pullback to sell down, but this trade is low-key kind of gone because the price is too far from this area of structure. I mean, I guess I could find another support resistance zone, like about right here. I like this one. Here, let me show you. This is how I mark out my support resistance zone. So I mark it out on the bodies of the candlesticks. I learned this from the set and forget strategy because I was a student of set and forget. That's how I used to be a scalp trader, a day trader, and then I found set and forget, and it just made more sense to me. Like I like that trading style of swing trading. So this is a good structure point. To find more tap points, you gotta just look left. Look left to understand what's gonna happen to the right. It's that simple. So this structure point is decent. I'm gonna have to reanalyze it over the weekend. But what I could expect is a quick pullback here, retest of the structure point, and then a sell to the downside. So a really good trade next week. Not my favorite, but it is there. ADUSD, again, beautiful sells lining up for next week. Price had this long wick rejection right here, rejection for this structure point. If you go on a daily, beautiful price action. So what I could expect is little pullback and then a drop. And honestly, this right here, can I invert this? Oh, that would be so tough. But I'm just waiting for the opposite of this. So here, let me move this. I would be looking for the opposite. So break like this and drop, literally. So good trade overall. And then EURUSD, probably my second favorite pair because price had this bear push, broke with a destruction point. Daily is still close to the structure point. All I need is literally the opposite of this. Let me just move this here. Literally the opposite. Just a quick pullback, retest, drop. So far, NZD/USD, let me just do this. Pullback, drop, EURUSD, pullback, drop, and then USD CAD we'll be looking to buy. USD JPY as well is a good opportunity we're looking to buy on here. So I could expect a pullback here because weekly is closing like this. So I could expect a quick pullback here and then continuation to the upside. So far, really good trading week lining up. All I gotta do is take one of these setups. That's really it. So be patient, be disciplined, be focused, and be consistent, right? Follow my trading plan, do what I'm supposed to do, and leave the rest in God's hand, right? It says the lot is cast unto the lot. Proverbs 16, 33, I believe, or 31 here. Let me not lie to you. Proverbs 16:33. The lot is cast unto the lot, but it's every decision is of the Lord, which means that everything is in God's control. Even when you roll a piece of dice, you don't know what you're gonna get, but God already knows what you're gonna get. So all you gotta do is take that step of faith and walk it out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learn from this, learn from my mistakes, be better, stay focused, stay disciplined, stay consistent, and keep going. God got you, and trust Him. Amen.